Hello everybody, my name is Drew and welcome back to more Feed the Beast. We're actually here in our blood altar room, if you didn't recognize it, because I have not been in here a while. And I'm just running some kind of tests here, just looking at the actual output of our system here. And I'm pretty impressed with how stable it actually stays. I added some more lights and I've been using the blood lantern. Excuse me. I'm using the blood lantern as my main source of light even when I'm in the field rather than torches because it's more compact and I can use it anywhere. And thanks to our ritual, we're actually staying pretty much stable. So I'm okay with that. I'm actually really happy with how that's working. In other news, I have spent my time between episodes really digging into Thaumcraft. And I do mean really digging into Thaumcraft, as you can see by the crap in my inventory right now. I've done a lot of research. Starting with, let's talk about golems first. So I dug into the golems a little bit, nothing too extreme, just because I needed flesh golems. And you'll see that flesh golems are a forbidden knowledge element with a moderate amount of warp achieved. This is good for me, because I need lots of warp. We know this. I want to unlock the Eldritch tab, and in order to do that, you need to be more or less relatively insane. It's kind of been a mad quest, though, which, irony, trying to find all the things that give me more warp. One of those being Brain in the Jar, which was much harder to do than I thought it would be. And I actually want to make one of those today, but we'll get to that. You have to scan an angry zombie, so be aware of that. And it turned out finding an angry zombie was a little harder than I had anticipated. But in the end, I got one. Scanned it, researched the Brain in the Jar, got some more warp. I also managed to recover a Crimson Cult robe off of one of those creepy bastards. What else did I get? Let's go back into our book here for a half minute. And it was really the only major things I researched that were warping. Oh, I should mention that I made this guy. Go over here for a minute. This is super cool. This is a focal manipulator, and it's specifically to modify the traits on your various different focals, or wand foci. Foci? Focuses? Focus? Foci? I think it's foci. Whatever. The different things that you use on your wand. And you can give things like primal and whatnot, and it's got steps, and each step adds more and more stuff. So if I were to grab... Oh yeah, and I made the portable hole, which I will show you guys in a moment. It's one of my favorites. So if you throw the portable hole in there, you'll see that it takes a certain amount of... I'm missing points? Let's look at Frugal. What does Frugal need? It needs 8 experience, and we'll change our VCAW to that. And we'll upgrade. If I wanted extended, it increases the duration of the effects. Enlarge. No, I want to go with the Frugal. Frugal's good. I like that. Decreases our focus's activation power by 10%. I'm pretty good with that. And you can go like multiple levels, I think, but I think you had to have first level. So if I start upgrading... Oh, I see. Okay, so we can't actually do that yet. And I'll explain why. This thing needs power from a node relay. So we need to put the advanced node relay on one of these guys. Preferably a couple of them to actually get maximum amount of power. And then you would power this guy up, because it requires those amounts of V in the network in order to do anything. So, there you go. More you know. But yeah, that's kind of cool and interesting. But let's grab an actual wand. And I'll show you what the portable hole does. Because as I said, it is one of my favorites. So if I go to our wand, click on portable hole. Let's go over here. And you'll see what I'm talking about. So right here we have a nice solid wall. Doesn't seem like I can do anything with it. Well, if I right click, the portable hole does that. It opens, just as it says, a hole in nothingness. So if you're underground, say where's a good example? I need something that I can easily get through. Yeah, screw it, let's go here. So I click that, it's like, oh, I need to get out, I'm trapped. Creates a hole. And after a few seconds, as you see, it will go back. Now, the further you go, you can see up in the corner in around here when I close my window down, that it used quite a bit of V. This is not a cheap process, unfortunately. That's why I would love to put Frugal on it. And obviously, the further you go, the more V that you end up using. But thankfully, we have our handy recharging station, so I'm not too concerned by that. Toss that back. But back to the whole warp thing. I've been doing research, as I said, trying to get more and more warp. It's a little harder than I had anticipated. I need to make some more things. Like, I really should make a liquid death and scan it. I really should make some zombie brains in jars, which I may attempt, well, like I said earlier, to do. The main thing I've been doing is I've decided to say screw it to regular food, and now I'm eating zombie brains. Zombie brains is my only source of nutrition, or malnutrition, as the case may be. And every time you eat a brain, you will either gain permanent or temporary warp. Normally you gain temporary warp, but you do have a chance to gain some permanent warp. I keep hitting my mouse, going the wrong way. Sometimes you'll gain permanent warp, and that's what we're looking for. And eventually we may even gain enough temporary warp that we're able to go up over that level and get ourselves into the Eldritch tab. We're getting closer, because I'm getting more and more signs of the madness, so I'm going to take that as a good thing. I gotta scan some heads for a second. I haven't scanned an Enderman head. No, or the wolf head. Oh, but I can't scan the wolf head. Unfortunate. Alright, so let's kind of change tracks really quickly and not talk about magic. And instead talk about technology a little bit. Because I decided to test out our fire necklace. Necklace. I'm, as usual, unable to speak. And, well, I was able to find something super neat. In the form, no, not for, idiot, fire. Firestone ore. This is an endgame item from Railcraft. Super neat, because it can power up our steam turbines very, very efficiently. So let's change into bat form. I already started building this thing, because in order to get there, you need a rock crusher, which I have never built before. And according to its tooltip in Walia, you need to build it 3 by 2 by 2. So I picked a dimension, built it 3, and put the rest as 2. We're going to find out if that is, sufficient. I need to find power that I can easily tap into. And so far, coming up kind of dry. Well, I have 7 of these. Hold on. How far do I need to go? Not actually that far. So if I come from here, and I were to go over like that. Ah, okay, so we're powered. This is, okay, don't apparently touch the top. Let's put the floor back in place so that we don't have problems. Okay, so we're here. I'm going to eat a brain. I also like when you get hunger because there you go. You can see right down there. You've gained some temporary warp. Good for me. I mean, technically bad for me, but good for me. Let's grab... Well, it looks like it's there. So I'm going to take a risk. Now, I'm hopefully going to not set everything on fire. Because when you have this stuff, one of the problems is that it starts to set everything on you, around you on fire. But I think as the regular ore, we're okay. But I don't want to have this too long and tempt fate, to be perfectly frank. So let's go over here. I'll throw that there. You see? There it goes. Ooh, get in there. Go away. Okay, the water tank's on fire. That's interesting. Okay, I think we're okay. Nope, no we're not. What else is on fire? Oh, all of this is on fire. Super. Okay, I think we're okay. Let's grab some pine. Yeah, when it's in its unprocessed form like that, it will just start setting shit on fire. However, when it's in a container and not in your inventory, so like it currently is, because it's in this thing, you're pretty much okay to go. I am going to turn this guy into an input. And then I will tell this guy to extract Perfect. So those 2 Firestones should now be in our inventory in here. And when they're in the AE network, obviously they're fairly stable. I'm totally good with that. Okay, so we've got those 2. Now I need to refine these. And here's where it's interesting. Now we're going to turn it into a cut Firestone. And you can see here, still its energies rage out of control. Kind of a problem for us. Let's go ahead. We need to make diamond pickaxes. Of all things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank God we have a ton of diamonds. Boom. That is 1. Okay, so we have 1 of them. Now we need to refine the goddamn thing. And this is going to be interesting. So if I do that, I just need buckets. Okay, that we can do. I need 4 buckets. Let's grab 4 buckets. Actually, we'll grab more than 4 buckets. We'll grab 8 buckets. Because I know I'm going to want to make a second one if this actually works. And some of you who are a little more aware probably can see that this thing has a charge bar. Similar to, well, it looks like it has a health bar. And I kind of gave the fort away there and told you it's a health bar. It is a health bar. Because it's a, well, charge bar. Wow, I'm mixing my statements up. It is a charge status indicator because, yes, you have to charge it. Funny how that works out. So if I go back like that and go fire and go refine Firestone. Haha, okay. So now we have a refined Firestone. However, I need to make another one. So I'm going to go, because I do want 2 of these. Because if we can use these to power our high pressure boilers, we will once again have more power than we actually know what to do with. But it sticks? Really? I find that interesting. I wanted this one, right? No. Bucket, 4 buckets of lava. Sweet. This is going to be really cool. I hope this works. And you guys should get a kick out of how you actually... Wait. God damn it. I have to cut the fucking Firestone first. Cut Firestone. And then I have to do refined. Okay. Alright. I got this. Okay, so you can see refined energies. Now, let's find out how we charge it. Well, to do that, we're going to have to go to the Nether. Real quick, that's not the Nether. That is the Nether. And we're going to go down here to our lava lake. And just to prove that our fire charm super works, I don't know if I've showed you guys this before, but I can go swimming in lava. Ah. Alright, so to charge this thing, all you got to do is if, according to my research, is throw it in lava. And you'll see there it goes, it turns, it starts to float. And you can see there it's going to absorb all of the lava source blocks. Which is great because it's also going to grab everything that's below it. And that's good for us because that means we could actually mine this and like start expanding the Nether or something weird like that. But at any rate, I'm going to charge both these up and then we'll come back, guys. So I shall see you in a short moment. Alright guys, we're back in the overworld here, and we have 2 fully charged Firestones. Let's go down here. And let's toss that Firestone in there and see what happens. Now, it's going down relatively quickly, which I'm not sure how I feel about this in terms of its power, but it looks like it's going to be there for... Might just be the fact that the numbers are changing relatively quickly. But as you can see, the heat's going up fairly quickly, actually. So this actually might be a little more sustainable than I had thought. So we're going to toss those 2 in there. I did get some more Firestone ore, so we can make more of them and see what that does for us. But in the meantime, because this will get this guy to maximum heat and pretty much keep it there, I really don't see why why that won't work for us in the long run. So I'll let these guys heat. Now, earlier I mentioned... lag. Oh, get me out. Okay, so earlier I had mentioned trying to experiment with the brain in a jar. And I figure, what the hell? Let's go ahead and do that. Why not? Let's kill this. And I'm really hoping that you can't hear the road noise, because it's a little warm out. So there's a window cracked. I need... What do I even need? What am I doing? I can get rid of that. Paper I kind of need. Another I can go away. Alright, let's go over to our Thaumcraft area and take a crack at the... Oh, that's what I wanted to get rid of, the buckets. I don't need... Wait, do I need buckets for this? Let's look at our research, and it'll tell us what we need. Artifice. Alright, so we do need a bucket. We need a bucket of water, a warded jar, 2 eyes, and a zombie brain. Well, we happen to have zombie brains. What I don't have on me is eyes. So let's go get 2 eyes. And rather than eating right now, I'm just going to let myself get hungry. I also need a water bucket, so let's grab an actual bucket of water. And, well, we have plenty of brains. Well, my character does. Not necessarily me personally, but, you know. That's how she goes. Alright, so let's go on over here. Oh, and I had a thought. Here's a thought. I was thinking about getting the wispy essences and what I can do with them, and I'm thinking that I may end up dumping those into some sort of transport network to just bring them over here easily. Either... What I'm thinking about doing is having an ender chest here, and then having a file cabinet, an advanced file cabinet or something along those lines. I'm not even sure. I need a test rack would work. Kind of. I just need some way to transport them over here from there and not have tons of cables going everywhere. Okay. What else do I need to make this happen? Warded jar. Warded jar. We need another warded jar. How do I make a warded jar, I wonder? I can't remember. Let's go over here. I need glass panes and a slab of wood. That's not too bad. Do I have any glass panes in here? No, I do not. See, I would have thought I would have had an extra warded jar, but turns out that, no, I do not. That's fine, though. So, glass panes. Need 7 of those. And an oak slab to go on top. And our wand should be done recharging. So I will go ahead and grab that. Now, if I was a smart man, I would get more nodes, link them all up, and have that powering everything. But, well, I'm not smart. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll actually do that. Alright, so there's our warded jar. Oh, I'm excited for this, guys. Okay, so the warded jar is our target, and that bad boy goes right there. The 2 eyes will go parallel without me eating them, thank you. That guy goes there, and our brain, if the game would stop lagging, will go front and center right there. So that's that setup. Let's just verify. Yep, and so I'm going to need 20 examinis. Exanimus? Yeah. 10 census, 10 cognito. Okay, so let's just see what we got going on here. Where is census? How much census do we have? Only 8, so we need census. Do I have any cognito going on? No. Alright, so we're going to need cognito, and we're going to need, I'm pretty sure I need exenis. I don't have it. That is looking correct. Okay, so what's in this right now? Just some arm? I can deal with that. So let's go on over. We need census, exenis, and cognito. Let's see what's in the old chest. Should be all the things we need. Let's see. Cognito would be blue. Vitreous, aqua. Okay, census. There's census. but only gives us 4. Ugh. That's a problem. So it only gives us that much, eh? That's a problem. Okay, that's perfect. That's good. And then we needed Cognito. I don't even know if we have Cognito. We do. As a point of fact, we have 6. Which I'm actually only going to take 4 of. Because that'll give me the 8 that I... yeah, that's a problem. Alright, so I'm gonna guess... how can I do this easily? You know what? I might just have to move the jars and let them pipe directly in. Might be my only bet. Okay, so let's go on over here. Let's start with the Examinus. Eximus, whatever you want to call it. So there's arm in that guy, which is fine. Actually, I'll start with the Cognito. So that Cognito will go up there. Do I have any tubes, I wonder? Oh, there's more Examinus. That's good. Examinus, air. Nothing else near. I need tubes. Come on, I don't have any? Oh, come on. Oh, that's unfortunate. What are these guys? Anything useful? No. Alright, so I guess I need to... Alright, so what I'm going to do then, super quick, I will render all this down and get it all set up, and I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, guys, we're back, and I have everything in place, and I'll show you how I did this. I ended up just using some Essentia tubes, routed a little funky, but that is because I needed to empty out various different receptacles here, and you can see there's still a ton of Essentia in these, which I really want to empty out at some point. I was using this end one here, and got it to work though. Got the arm out, even the excess arm, thanks to the void jars. That's the nice thing with the void jars, guys. If you hook them up directly like that, it'll just put them in there and you're good. Nothing to worry about. So everything's in place. I will need a wand, which I really should finish researching the different wand components so I can get a Thaumium Boast wand or Bossed wand, be it the case. And we'll just kind of go around the circle again, detailing what we needed. We needed at least 10 Cognito. We have 12. We'll go around this side for our Census, which we again have 12. And then we have over here the Examinus or Exinimus, whatever it is, at 24, which we only needed 20. Right click the bad boy here and we'll see what goes down. And you can see we're actually getting a bit of a discount, ever so slightly, on the Cognito. Oh no, we didn't, it just counted it quickly. Thought we may have gotten a discount. Not so much. But this, God, every time I see this, I'm like, man, this is the coolest thing. Gotta love it. Gotta absolutely love it. Oh, here's one thing I need to make. I need to make more crystal clusters. I want to put them on the corners of the altar, just to help with stabilization a little bit more. Not that it strictly needs it, but it can't hurt. Aha! We've got it. Oh, sweet. I'm gonna call you Charlie. I have a pet. And he's gonna sit where? There, you can sit right there. It's great because he like stares at you and shit. Bam, scan you. So we made him, although I don't think we gained any warp from it, which is like super, super unfortunate. Need another brain here real quick. Give me that hunger, baby. Oh look, gained more warp. Super. He's kind of neat though. And if you've never worked with these guys before, I did use them. Did I use them last season? I don't remember. They're really neat. No, I can't give him my experience, unfortunately. But if you have anything that's got experience that gives you experience, so say you've got an infernal furnace set up, and it has stuff that's spitting out experience. Well, this bad boy here will actually collect it for you, and then when you go and right-click it, it gives it back. Or if you're using a more traditional drop mob tower to do all your murdering, then he will collect all that experience, storing it up. Very similar to the XP farm that we have over on the other end, which actually, let's go take a look at what that is, because I haven't talked about that in a little while. and it's doing quite well. As you can see, there's nothing in this tank, and that's because all the levels are going here, all 158 of it. And the storage is literally infinite. I probably should turn this guy off, to be perfectly honest. Which I'm going to do. Because I want to see how full this guy actually get. Active with signal. I'd like to see this guy actually fill up. So we'll let that go. And I should make this room look a little more presentable. So maybe I'll do that between episodes. How are we doing on the old stuff here? Oh good, we actually have some more census and stuff. Perfect. Honestly, the better solution than a wisp farm would be a mana bean farm, which I'm actually toying with redoing now that I have some mana beans and I found a magical biome. I was wondering how I might, say, transport the silverwood tree or grow a silverwood tree over here. What I thought I might try out is try the teleposer. I want to see if I can telepose a node within a tree. Because if I can, that's kind of gross. It's a little, as my good friend Aaron is wont to say, that's greasy. It's a little filthy. The teleposer is a little bit OP, as we've already discussed with, well, all of this. Didn't need to use Node Ninja in any way, shape, or form for that. So, yeah, take that how you will, guys. At any rate, this will actually be the end of today's episode on our continuing quest for madness. Oh, no, I lied. One more thing. Those fire charms have been up and running for a little bit now, and I would like to see how they're doing. So let's go downstairs and take a wee look and see. Wow, that has used a ton of that fire charm up. That is disconcerting. This guy's not even at full steam. This guy is. He's not. Good God. Good Lordy Lou. Alright, so I'm going to need at least a few of these and then keep them in like a rotation almost. That is bonkers how much heat these need. So maybe low pressure boilers really are the way to go then. Because like that's... It's getting low. So I'm going to have to recharge these Firestones before too long. I am concerned that this guy is just dumping steam. However, if you look at these delightful units, staying pretty good. Their steam's actually staying pretty level, which I'm really impressed with. What's its RF output? 132. Not bad. Definitely not the full. One thing that I did make, and I didn't talk about this, was I made a Culinary Generator, and this is obviously one of the more advanced units, outputting at a delightful 128 power per tick. Powered, thankfully, from apples. Because whenever we get apples, it just dumps it in there. Now, I wish I could use oak saplings to power that, but sadly, I cannot. But yeah, that's kind of it, guys. Game is now frozen. There we go. We'll head back upstairs and we'll finish the episode off. So this moment is the end of today's episode, guys. I will continue my quest for insanity, rather than sanity, over the course of the next couple of days before I film the next episode, just to give it a little breathing room. And then on Thursday of this week, this coming week, I guess it'll be, we'll see how insane I can make myself. If anybody has any tricks or tips, as usual, let me know. You can always find other work I have done in the description box below, as per usual. If you liked the episode, go ahead, leave a like. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye!